If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 2x² plus 7x minus 3 equals to 0, obtain the equation the root of which are 1 over alpha squared and 1 over beta squared. Okay, we are given that alpha and beta are the root of the quadratic equation 2x² plus 7x minus 3 equals to 0. Now we are asked to find the equation whose roots are 1 over alpha squared and 1 over beta squared. Okay, now how can we solve the question? Please pay attention. To solve this question, do you know we are given that for this equation the roots are alpha and beta. Now we are asked to find the equation whose roots are 1 over alpha squared and 1 over beta squared. The first step is that let us first find the sum of roots and the product of roots. Okay, sum of roots alpha plus beta equals to what? Minus b over a, right? Now alpha plus beta will be equals to, don't forget that b is what? 7. So I'm going to have minus 7 all over a. A is what? 2. So I'm going to have minus 7 over 2, which is the sum of the roots. Now alpha beta, which is the product, is what? C over a. Don't forget that c is what? Negative 3. So I'm going to have negative 3 over a, which is 2. So I'm going to have negative 3 over 2. So the sum of roots is negative 7 over 2, while the product of the root is negative 3 over 2. Now come back to this. Let x equals to 1 over alpha squared. Do not forget our goals. Our goals is to find the equation whose roots are 1 over alpha squared and 1 over beta squared. So I'm trying to construct a quadratic equation. Let x equals to 1 over alpha squared. Also, let x equals to 1 over beta squared. Are you following? Cross multiply, I'm going to have x times alpha squared. That is what? X alpha squared equals to 1. Also, for this, I'm going to have x beta squared equals to 1. Okay? Now, reverse. I'm going to have x alpha squared minus 1 equals to 0. Also, x beta squared minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, let us proceed. Now let us take the product of this factor. Let us take the product. I'm going to have x alpha squared minus 1 multiplied by x beta squared minus 1. This will be equal to what? 0. Okay, now I'm going to take the product of these factors, because when you take the product of the factors of a polynomial equation, you're going to have the polynomial equation itself. Is that not it? And since our goal is to find the equation whose roots are the inverse of alpha squared and the inverse of beta squared, so taking the product of this factor will give me the quadratic equation, right? So I'm going to have alpha beta squared times, okay, x alpha squared times x beta squared. That is x squared alpha squared beta squared. Are you following? Okay, x alpha squared times negative 1, that is negative x alpha squared. Okay, minus 1 times x beta squared, that is negative x beta squared. Okay, negative 1 times negative 1, that is what? Positive 1. This will be equals to 0. Okay, now let us simplify further. I have x squared alpha squared beta squared, now minus x alpha squared minus x beta squared plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, now do you know that this thing alpha squared beta squared can be written as alpha beta squared? Is that not it? So I'm going to replace alpha squared beta squared as alpha beta squared. So I'm going to have x squared multiplied by alpha beta squared. Now look at this. What is common to negative alpha squared, negative x alpha squared, and negative x beta squared? Negative x is common. So I'm going to have negative x, are you getting it? Multiplied by alpha squared plus beta squared. Do you understand? So I factorize, then put plus 1 equals to 0. Okay. Now, do you know that alpha squared plus beta squared can be expressed as alpha plus beta raised to the power of 2 minus 2 alpha beta. Is that not it? Okay, so I'm going to replace the value of alpha squared plus beta squared as alpha plus beta raised to the power of 2 minus 2 alpha beta, as you can see. So the equation becomes x squared alpha beta squared minus x, open a big bracket, alpha plus beta raised to the power of 2 minus 2 alpha beta, close the big bracket, plus 1 equals to 0. Do you know why I need to express the square of alpha and the square of the sum of the square of alpha and that of beta as this? It is simply because I want to substitute the sum and the product of the roots. Okay, as you can see, we have the product here, we have the sum here, we have the product here, so it is easier to simplify this now. Don't forget that the product of alpha and beta is what? Negative 3 over 2. So I'm going to have x squared multiplied by negative 3 over 2 squared, because we have square at the top of alpha and beta. So minus x, the big bracket, the sum of root, which is alpha plus beta, that is negative 7 over 2. So I'm going to have negative 7 all over 2 d squared minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha beta is negative 3 over 2. So I'm going to have negative 3 over 2 plus 1. This is equals to 0. Do you understand? Okay. Here I'm going to have x squared multiplied by negative 3 over 2 squared, that is 9 all over 4, minus, okay, let us simplify. Negative 7 over 2 squared, that is 49 over 4, plus 6 all over 2, plus 1 equals to 0. Don't forget, our goal is to find the equation, right? So I'm going to have 9x squared all over 4 minus x multiplied by 4 is the same, 49 plus 12, then plus 1 equals to 0. Is that not it? Okay, here I'm going to have 9x squared all over 4 minus x. Now 49 plus 12, that is 61, right? Yes. 61 over 4 plus 1 equals to 0. I need to erase. Let me erase this. Let us erase this. We are almost done, so just pay attention. Now, we have this equation. Listen. We have this equation 9x squared all over 4 minus 61x all over 4 plus 1 equals to 0. That is the equation that we are asked to find. Please, permit me to erase this so that we won't get confused. Now, we can make this equation, we can change it from fraction by multiplying all through by 4. So I'm going to have 9x squared minus 61x plus 4 equals to 0. Do you understand? So that is the solution to the question. You can see that the question is simple. If you encounter this kind of question in the exam, please approach it gently, okay? It's simple. Approach it gently. When you are dealing with question in as touching root of quadratic equation for symmetric function, all you have to do is just ensure that anytime you are asked to find maybe the fraction of the root or maybe the sum of the square, or depending on the degree, express the equation as sum of the root and product of the root. Then you will be able to simplify your answer. Are you getting it? So now let us proceed to the next question. The root of the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus k equals to 0 are equal. Find the value of k. Okay, look at this. The root of this equation 2x squared plus 5x minus k equals to 0. The roots are equal.